Hello, it's Peter from the Australian Wormfarm here at Anderson Walker Smithfield, South Australia. And today we're going to be talking about how you would apply an organic fertiliser or trace element product to your garden. So today we have here a product that has like a worm extract sort of thing, and it also has some trace elements which are fantastic for nourishing your plants, especially your vegetables, lawn, or anything that needs a nutrient boost. Now if you look here at our native plant display, this is not something I tend to put very much on natives at all, because they tend to have enough nutrients in the soil, they're not hungry, and in fact if you can overfeed too much nutrients, you can actually cause negative problems for natives. So it's more something you put on hungry plants. It might be vegetables like the ones over there, or herbs, and it's also something that you put on fruit trees and those types of things as well. So what we're going to be watering today will be a combination of some of the herbs, and also I have some exciting butternut pumpkins that have just sprung up from nowhere in our front very glamorous bathtub garden. Alright, so let's get cracking. So, Nourish, again, it's a dilution of about 1 to 50. It's something I'd use if the plants are looking a bit yellow, or also if they're obviously fruiting and you can clearly see that they need a bit more nutrient to get them across the line. So I'm just opening up the container. Here's the Nourish. I'm just going to try not to spill this. Quite dark again, not as dark as the Humate. We'll put that in the watering can. A couple of capfuls. Oh, more. As a certified Australian, there are instructions on the back, but I just put a few capfuls in the watering can, which is probably a crime against the manufacturer. Sorry, Alex from Microtech, but I just tend to put a few capfuls in the watering can, and it seems to get really good results. But yes, if you want to follow those instructions, you will find them on the back of the container, or whichever trace element product you're going to be using. Now try and be careful, if you're doing worm farming or trying to do organic gardening, try and look for a product that is at least natural, and if you can get something that's organic or organic certified, that's a really good product to use. So let's get cracking with Nourish. So at the moment the Nourish is not certified organic, but Microtech is hoping to have something like that that is certified organic like Nourish within the next few months. So watch this space. We should have something up on our Facebook page at some stage, or you can go to our website australianwormfarm.com.au and check out the shop, and we will be doing an exciting announcement once a certified organic version of Nourish does come out. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got some veggies over here. What have we got? Lemon verbena. We've also got some lavender happening. We've got some what's the word? Rosemary, sorry for the brain fade. There's actually a ground cover rosemary, if you can see here, as well as one that sits up as well. So there's a couple of different choices here, and we are really hoping to grow, and there's a curry bush. So we'll give the curry bush a bit, but it smells really nice. When you brush a curry bush, you can smell the curry, really nice. Bit onto the lemon verbena, bit on the rosemary. Okay, and let's go over here, and I've got something exciting happening over here. Apart from the big puddle, which we'll be making use of later on, we have some butternut pumpkins happening. So a couple of those, I fertilised a couple of those, and they're doing their thing as they're supposed to and growing nicely, but I want to give them a bit of a boost. Now, obviously, foliar application is great, and I'm just looking, this is where the entire roots come. So this whole plant, which is, none of it's in the container pretty much, the whole plant comes from that root area right in the garden patch there. That's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a foliar application. So a foliar application is the best way to get the nutrients to the plant. The plant absorbs it better through that foliar, so through the leaves basically, simple way of putting it, rather than just through the roots. And if you look at the size of the leaves here, look at the surface area the plant has to absorb the goodness that we're going to be feeding it today. So it goes right around the front as well. So I'm going to be watering the whole plant and that should give it plenty of nutrients to keep it going through the growing season. So let's get cracking. I'll start at the back, work my way around, up here we go, down here, and all the way along, alright? There's our foliar application. That's probably more than plenty, and that's how you apply Nourish to these plants. Something to keep in mind, something like a trace element product is really good, especially if it's got all of the trace elements like Nourish in quite a light form but a really good range. What that does is it actually allows the plant to take up those trace elements in not too heavy a concentration. So it means if you're not sure what's wrong with your plant, you sort of think, oh, could it be iron, could be magnesium, boron, not sure. You can use a product like Nourish to actually fix that problem, and you didn't have to identify specifically which one was missing. So that's one way of doing it. Another thing people use is also microbes. So there's specific microbes that help to absorb or help the plant to absorb specific nutrients, and that's something we'll be looking at in future videos. But in terms of a product that you can apply directly those nutrients that you want, something like Nourish is a fantastic choice. So I'm actually quite a big fan of Nourish. I'm very excited for when they come out with the organic certification on the product, because that will make it a product that we can also use with our organic growers, farmers, and obviously organic certified gardeners or people who are focused on that. But as it stands, in any case, it's a product I'm happy to use. Really good value. It's got all of your nutrients in there, as well as the worm product to help the plant absorb the maximum volume of those nutrients and trace elements. So Nourish, that you can find on the website, or you can find it in store here at the Australian Worm Firm Smithfield. That's our shop there, which is open 9 to 5 Monday to Friday and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. And also whenever I happen to be in there, which can be quite late. So that's available from us, and also quite a range of suppliers right out to Queensland, where Whisperers in Queensland sells it, and also, or has it available, and also Eco R Us in Melbourne. They are also stockers of Microtheta Organic. So you can get in contact with both of those guys as well if your locals are there, and they'll be able to either get it in for you or they have it in stock. So that's the information today on how to apply a trace element product like Nourish to your garden. So I hope that helped, and I'll catch you next week to discuss yet another worm-based product that we stock here at the Australian Worm Firm, and one that you might be able to make yourself as well. So thank you very much for being part of today's video. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday tip, and I'll catch you next week. Please like and subscribe to help the channel grow, because that's how we're able to continue to do these videos and continue to educate people about worm farming and about organic gardening. Thank you very much.